Hello to you. Right, we're back here. We were trying to figure out how to function. I think we have everything we need. Is he woken up again? What? I guess he didn't give a shit about being immediately knocked out. Well, let's look at the map. There's clearly a map of the surrounding area. Okay. You can just strike out into the woods. The landmarks on the map have given you enough information to get you back to the airship if necessary after taking a tramp in the woods.
Hey, I resent that.
Oh fuck, it's loud. Jesus. That's not music. Oh, that's better. Fuck. Standing tree. Shaggy tree. Huh? Shaggy layers of bark make this tree-looking experience something special. Climb. The hairy bark is easy to grip and the large plumes of leaves are impossible to get past. But, fuck. Look at it. These aren't the important trees, these are the extras. They get 50 a day for standing around, adding to the atmosphere. The real trees get union wages. Note, the story of Callahan's crosstime saloon game was shot in Canada to save union fees. And we'll pass the savings on to you. Oh, thank you. Climb. What, these little things? They're just props. Facades. You have to climb on the featured players. Oh. Oh fuck, that's not what I meant to do. Bushy little tree. Bleach tree, what? Because of a break in the canopy overhead, sunlight hits this tree much more than the others in the area, resulting in the main shaft of the tree being bleached a very light brown. Oh.
Yeah, but her roots are still dark.
I see. Host tree, look. The grand old tree looks seriously victimized by parasitic vines. If this is one of them sword and sorcery family games, you could probably save the tree and befriend the old gnome who lives inside it. And he'd give you a locket and you would have to trade it to somebody for a golden something. But these games are so much more sophisticated now. We've come a really long way. Oh, climb. You climb the tree and find an old brass key. Josie finds a keyhole in the tree, opens it, and a gnome walks out. The gnome has been looking for that key for a long time, so he gives you a locket. And you take it to town to trade for a gold tie tack, which you later use to stab a sorcerer and save a princess. There, satisfied, I guess. Dig. You scrape at the ground with your foot, but since you're really not anticipating finding anything except grubs and worms and ants, your heart's not really in it. Oh. Oh, what the hell? It's a monkey.
Notice that monkey?
Yes?
He keeps following us. He's been following us for the last quarter hour.
Maybe he's looking for Reese's Pieces.
Or chocolate chimp cookies.
Or lemon meringue pie.
Well, let's not scare him away. I've come all the way to Brazil. I don't want to do San Simeon too.
Fuck. You do your best, Dr. Dolittle impression, but the monkey just isn't buying it. Spank him. This displeases the monkey greatly, but leaves you strongly satisfied. Wait, did you? Oh. Purple plant. It's weird. The flora is a pandemonium of colors, startling and bright and found nowhere else in the world except perhaps Holiday Inn. Right. Yeah, hold on. There's a parachute hung in the branches below. The ground directly below shows evidence has been recently disturbed. Uh-oh. Reel in. You climb up the host tree and you're able to snag one of the parachute cords. You tug on it many times. Showering leaves, branches, spiders, insect, lizards, and other small animals onto Josie. Eventually, you're able to bring the pack all the way over to the tree. You shinny back down the tree and admire your handiwork. Very fine. There's something more we need here, I think. Aha. A thicket of cane grows here. Looking vaguely familiar.
Do you recognize this?
Wait a minute. Give me that brochure. Look at this photo. This is sugarcane. I think.
Nice gnaw. You suck a little of the sap out of one end of the stalk. It's intensely sweet and has an indescribable flavor. Except for sweet, which describes it. With some difficulty, you work one of the sugarcane stalks loose. Nice. Oh, fuck. Oh yes, we discovered an easier way of moving around, didn't we? I'm hustlers. There we go. Aha, temple. Leaning statue. Let's have a look at this motherfucker. Look at.
You have any idea who that is?
No, but whoever he is, he could use a decent moisturizer.
Climb. You don't need to go to the head right now. Toilet joke. Talk to.
Hey, statue?
Reach down to pick up the urn lid. As you do, you see several long, dirty cracks in the inside of the lid. Rather than risk destroying this potentially valuable relic, you straighten it up again and leave it alone. What? An old handmade urn, half full of sand, sits at the base of the stairway. Search. You come through the sand, and other than a fair amount of sticks, dust, and other non-sand particulate matter, you dredge up nothing out of the ordinary. Take? The urn is far too heavy to be carried conveniently, even if it were emptied of sand. Empty? Let the sand stay here, just in case there's a modern city built here someday and there's a snowstorm. Read. There are symbols on the urn, but their meaning, if in fact they have a meaning, is lost to you.
I'm not sure what it is this civilization smoked, but whatever it was, this is where the butts went.
Oh, I see. Well, temple of love. Oh, we can scroll up, nice. The vines and ivy hang in profusion over the front of the temple. Move. That was a lot. You go to the front of the temple and begin to pull the vines. After a moment, Josie joins you, and between the two of you, you're able to remove almost all the vegetation, revealing a bas-relief in a subtle but brilliant color. Oh. It looks like an entrance to the temple is completely sealed by an enormous rock. Oh. Pedestal. A small obelisk waits at the top of the staircase. Approach. Fuck. Easy. Help. The mosaic looks very much like a puzzle of Asian origin that is played even today. Object. The object of the puzzle is to form a simple picture by placing the colored stones into the proper squares on the grid. Not every square on the grid will be filled, some will be empty, some will have black stones, some will have green stones, and some, too, to be exact, will have gold stones. Eyes, I assume. Click on it, drop a stone. To mark a square of empty, F click, left click on it when you're not holding the stone. Cycle through all the stones and the arrow key by clicking the right mouse button. Okay. The number along the top, yeah, okay, so I see how this works. All the information you need stones correctly. These numbers tell you how many of each color stone is found in that row or column, how the colors are grouped, and in what order the groups appear. The only information the numbers don't directly reveal, therein lies the puzzle, is where the empty spaces are. The information is all there, but you have to do a little digging to discover them. If you have two numbers of the same color next to each other, at the end of a row or a column, such as a black 5 followed by a black 4, then you know there has to be at least one space in between them. If you have two numbers of different colors next to each other at the end of a row and a column, there may or may not be spaces in between them. A green 4 next to a green 5 does not tell you whether there's any black spaces between them. As you play the puzzle, if a row or column is correctly completed, the number for that row column will vanish, and that way you can keep track of your progress. For more in-depth tutorial, click the left mouse button to proceed. Otherwise, you may quit this help. Oh fuck, I think I know. Yeah, come on, fuck off. Come on. Okay, so... one, assuming... Right, there we go. Fucking know about this. Wait, I have... Fuck. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2 freeze, 2, 2 freeze. 2 freeze with the 2 freeze. With the 2. Go to 2 with the 3 with the 2 free. Well, this is correct anyway. 3, 2, 3. Fuck. Fuck, I fucked up again. There we go. Let's look at the way you solve the puzzle of this type. On the sample mosaic grid to the right, the numbers for the top row are black 6, green 4, yellow 1, black 8, yellow thingy, yellow 1. The stones are filled in the row to match, 6 black stones followed by 4 green stones, etc. This row correctly filled out. Click the mouse button. There's no challenge in that, is there? So how many rows? So many rows and columns will have some black. I like how this is very, very in-depth description. A few rows, columns may consist of all black squares. You can see from the example at the right, each row has the same numbers along the side, but the spaces can be anywhere before and after the groups. Note that they will never come inside groups. A group of 4 black stones, for example, will never be split into 2. Otherwise, there would be no. They would be notated as a black 2 and then another black 2. Okay. In the example on the at the right, each row has the same number along the side, but the spaces are distributed differently. In the absence of any further information, all the rows could be correct. There are 2 ways to figure out the spaces go. 3 if you count the trial and error. These two techniques, used alone or in conjunction with each other, provide all of the information you need to fill out the mosaic correctly. The first way is to cross-reference the information from both horizontal and vertical information. Many times this is all the information you need to look at the figure, see what goes there. In the example at right, notice that with the information along the top, you can now figure out where the stones should go. Yeah. Like, wait. Yeah, but we did, yeah. So the other technique is to look at the possible placements and figure out which stones can be placed because there's nowhere else to put them. This is a little tricky, but stay with us. In this example at the right, we know we have to put 9 black stones in a column of 5. Yeah. 15, and at one extreme, and black stones could all be put on the top. I would have liked to see this because this is like that. Okay, I think I get it. Okay, yes, yes. Okay, so the problem I find here is I don't know what color the fucking numbers are. The only colors it shows me are these 2. I don't know what these are. So this will need 3 of one color. Damn it. So 6 of something behind here. There's exactly 6 there, so that could be 6 black ones. Assuming 4 of something else, maybe these. Trying to get a line made correctly, and then 2 of maybe the black ones again. Oh, so that's incorrect. So what I'm thinking is that these need to be swapped. Oh, I need to hover them blank. So I might actually have had it right there. This is a little awkward. I assume this means that I did it correctly the first time, but blanking out these 2 was wrong. So we swap them again. Why can't they just save what I have in the hand? It has to be like this, right? The number should disappear. They are not. 2 there. This one has to be blank. Right? This one has to be blank. So the space would have to be there. Because there's not a... Might be like this. Yes. Then swap it again. The line is supposed to disappear. Hint. Okay, hint. Hint, 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 hint. Hint, 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 hint. Hint it, hint it. Hint it, hint it. I'm pretty good at this. Hint it, hint it. Hint it, hint it. Hint it, hint it. Hint it, hint it. Hint it, hint it, hint it. Once the last stone... Oh, shit. I skipped. Door to the temple is now open. Enter. Oh, we got 2 gold stones. You cross the threshold of the temple and enter into another one. For the second time today. You and Josie cross the threshold into the temple. The air is cold and faintly sweet. Not nearly as musty as you anticipated because of the open doorway on the other side of the room. The low ceiling feels as if it's designed for people shorter than you. And who like to climb stairs more than you do? I see. Hieroglyphics. Never decide actionable. Read. See, when your parents told you how important it was to take a second language, you laughed at them. Who's laughing now?
This looks like a repeating pattern.
I'm sure the designs have some significance, but I don't recognize these symbols.
Tiled floor. Stone floors aren't even difficult to walk on.
It ain't no sphinx. Now those guys really knew how to build an ancient ruin.
One wall of the temple ante room features an elaborate carving. Oh, nice. The empty eyes of the carving seem to follow Josie around the room. Read. I don't have a clue.
Can you read this?
No, I'm not sure who this is. I need to see a lot more hieroglyphics before I could interpret this.
Oh. Well.
Oh, good. That last room was a little gloomy.
Yes, definitely cheerier in here.
What's that smell?
Not sure. Something's burnt.
Altar to look at. The ghastly face is carved into this flat-topped slab. You can still see some stains in the surface. Oh, nice.
Who's this guy? If it is a guy.
Ernest Borgnine?
Lie on. You tempt fate by lying on the altar, but neither an evil demon nor Harrison Ford appear to liven things up. Look at higher paintings. Elaborate wall paintings are on the walls, painted with colours vivid enough to last for centuries. Read.
Who's this guy? The leader of the club?
I'm not sure. I could probably tell you if I can read the hieroglyphics outside.
Well then. Mural, look at. According to Josie, this is the image of the god Quetzalcoatl, to whom the temple is dedicated. Read. I can't even begin to read the hieroglyphics. Attention in the high school Aztec class.
It's similar to Tupi, and I'm a little rusty on my Tupi. You're not going to grade me on this, are you?
Not till we get back to Callahan's anyway.
This has got to be it. The people here called themselves Yora, and they worshipped this cacao tree.
Worshipped chocolate?
That's not so surprising. The Guatemalans used it for money at one time, and only royalty was entitled to it.
Nice, I eat it. Okay, so we know now.
What's quite a chocoholic doing with the cacao? Just displaying them a la Carol Merrill?
No, apparently he's playing a primitive game called Pods, in which you throw the pods onto each other and see if you can get them to flip over.
Oh, well, okay. Quite a chocolotic, I see. They're cuckoo for cacao pods.
Josie, can you translate?
Well, not without doing a thorough reading of the mural out in front. I don't have a context for this.
What's going on in this painting?
Josie looks carefully at the mural, walking slowly all around her.
Okay, I'm shooting from the hip here. This figure embracing the vine appears to be a stranger from another tribe. He's perhaps a warrior or conqueror. He comes to this domain and probably poses a threat. They're either turning him back or defeating him by bringing the cacao to him. These other characters are preparing the cacao in some way, probably putting it in the form it's used against the stranger.
Okay. Who's... Fire pit, look at. The flat depression in the rocks is identical to the one on the other side of the room, although it's clean of ashes and has no tripod. Did the other one? Oh, it did. Bellows, look at. A couple of pieces of wood connected by mouldering piece of animal skin lies in the corner. You take the wooden hide construction.
I think it's a bellows for the fire. At least it used to be.
That's mine now. Look at tripod. Tripod stands over the fireplace. Smooth, heavy wooden legs connect through each carefully drilled holes in the skull.
They're really into chocolate, which makes me think they must have been pretty damn civilized. But they're also into this skull motif.
Well, this smacks of Guarani. Actually, this far north, they were the Tupinamba. Cannibals.
Disassemble. Start disassemble the tripod.
Jake, that's hundreds of years old.
It's in good shape.
You might not be able to put it together again.
It's simple. Look, 3 holes. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
It's a national treasure.
I'm not going to hurt it.
It could be worth a tremendous amount of money.
Well, maybe we shouldn't mess with it.
Look at the cult. A rather frightening iron pot hangs on a tripod. Decorated what you sincerely hope are monkey skulls and not shrunken heads. Nice, remove. Gently lift the cauldron off the hook. Oh, well.
get this log off me?
What? This long dead tree is blocking the archway. Climb. Cheetah, anyone can climb a tree when it's lying on the side. Damn it. Lift.
Stand back, Lois. I'll just lift this tree right out of the way.
Oh, Clark, a rough, tough cream puff like you. Who do you think you are, Superman?
Yes. Push.
Maybe we can roll the tree out of the way.
Right, sure.
She also hides and joins you by the tree, where you put your shoulders to the tree. The tree moves, but nearly indecipherably. Damn it, stupid tree. Very dear, is she? What an irritating way of scrolling. Fucking music. Sort of squinting at a walkthrough on the side here. It says next step is involves a walkie-talkie. I'm not sure there actually is a walkie-talkie in this. It might mean the radio. There's the radio microphone, look at. The plane shut off, the radio's dead. So I turned on then. Damn it. Supposed to go here and use a walkie-talkie. I lost the tack I shot at him. How the fuck are we? Gone full circle. We definitely don't have a walkie-talkie. Why are you awake again?
Say, any of you guys know how to Madison?
I thought we took that before. Wait a minute. What do we actually get from the fucking parachute? Said we took something, but I have no fucking idea what it is. Did I forget to pick something up? We reeled it in, okay. Aha! Fuck, I'm so blind. The man who answers your squawk is chewing something as he speaks. You can't understand him.
This is Alanis. Get over here. I think there's something wrong with this whiskey.
You're shocked to hear the man say, okay. Drives away. Jeep man, look at. Close up, the man from the Jeep is no prettier than he was from far away.
Jake, don't you dare say a word. You're going to get us killed.
Oh. Whoa, you cunningly managed to get the old army vehicle parked right where you can get at it. Talk about Jeep thrills. Drive. There are no keys in the ignition and you'd never be able to hotwire it without a worker hearing you. Besides, you need to head into the forest, not out in the open. Talk to.
Are you a Jeep or a sport utility vehicle?
Great Caesar's ghost, I'm a sport utility vehicle, and don't call me Jeep.
Carefully extract precisely one tire iron and one Jeep jack from the back of the Jeep. Nice. And that makes it half an hour, so time for watching, men, and TN.